Hello and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's good to be here. I hope you're doing well. We are back on the farm today, folks, with another installment of another farm roguelike. So let's pop on in. And let's kind of recap where we left off. So we were fishing, of course. We were establishing some furnaces. We got some mines on the field to get some necessary resources. We have a nice little stockpile of fish here beginning. I think one thing that's important is to get our backpack upgraded, right? So I think that's good. I was also poking around a little bit here. And I noticed that there's some of these totems that actually boost fish, right? So we have the fish totem here. Water within range has a 15% catch chance, which is good. And then each time you catch a fish within range, you get an extra sardine. And then there's the king totem, which can double the effect. So I don't know the efficacy of getting all of these kind of unique items, but if we get the alchemy pot, which is, you know, something we could certainly try to go for in this particular run, maybe we can make use of these totems here. Another thing is, let's see here. So there was an item. Let's see, where was it exactly? The crimson potion here. So next 25 fish caught gives honey. And then there's another one that guarantees you... there we go, the pink potion. Next 25 fishing rods can catch only the rarest fish. That seems super powerful. But of course, we're going to have to go in the sort of alchemy direction with this. With the alchemy stand. And I'm not even certain how to really get the dye. Although, my guess is there's probably a building that creates dye for you. Yeah, dye machine right here. Makes dye out of the flour. So we would probably have to get a flour for that and just kind of rock and roll. I don't know. I was just looking at kind of other ways to sort of maximize this build. Those came to mind. And of course, you know, we'd be interested in that. So pink dye. And then spider webs. I'm sure you probably get that from the alchemy pot. So some interesting things for sure here, folks. But that is a little far out. I think the first thing we should get is the quarry to get some polished stone. That can help us get some fish traps right here. And then also the polished stone is needed for the alchemy pot. So I think it's kind of a nice 2-for-1. Maybe add a rat cage as well, which requires some polished stone. So let's get a quarry, and to do so, we need 30 stone and 30 wood. So that's what we're going to focus on here today, folks. And while we're averting our focus to the wood and the stone, if you're enjoying the playthrough, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. We'll love to have you aboard the community that we're building. So let's go ahead and harvest out our furnaces here. Let's get that gold. That will enable us to, of course, upgrade our tools. So let's focus on that here. So what do we have? We have the iron hammer. Let's make it a gold one. Alright, so it won't let me do so because I have a full inventory. So let's sell something here. Let's sell a stack of bullhead. Why not? Alright, now let's upgrade our tools. Commence. Alright, gold hammer. Good. Gold fishing rod already in our hands. We have the iron axe, which can upgrade. I was also looking at upgrading the hoe. We can do both here, though. Guess let's get the shovel, too, because we can get sand from that can upgrade into, of course... Or not upgrade, sorry, can be turned into glass in a furnace. And another thing I want to do is I want to just see what happens if we go with the rare rough minerals here. Maybe we can get some diamond. I don't know. Still pretty new to this game as far as some of the more advanced features of it. So we're going to experiment a little bit. We'll go diamonds there. We'll keep this at stone and keep this at stone. Stone also gives coal, the stone setting. And we love ourselves some coal here on this farm, folks. We need a lot of it. Alright, so let's focus on some stone. And the reason we need stone is to get that quarry. Alright, we just need a couple more bits of stone here. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and build the quarry. Never mind, we need some wood now. Alright, so let's get some wood. Spent a bit of energy to do so, but that's alright. Let's put it right here. That's a good spot for it. And let's get that thing built. And let's get some stone in there immediately. We'll have some polished stone next turn due to that, which is good. Let's go ahead and get some of our more expensive fish in the furnaces here. I think we can probably make a little bit more income through the canning and pickling process. But of course that does require glass, right? So something to consider. Still want to see kind of how much roughly we can make on the days when the prices are high for the baked fish items. So let's grab some coal in the meantime. And why don't we just kind of fish away the rest of the day. Sell these sardines. And let's get some fishing done here. We are a fisherman after all. Alright, so we got a nice little stockpile. And sell the sardines again. Sitting on some good fish here. Alright, quarry's good. Mines are in place. Got these doing their thing. Can we get another furnace here? We sure can. So let's get another furnace. We'll have to complete the building next day. So let's end our turn there. We have the blind merchant in effect, which means you get $5 for every item you buy from the shop. I don't know how that works. Are we just taking advantage of a blind person? That is not good. That is unsavory. So let's go to the next day and secure an upgrade. Day 2 dawns on us here, folks. And what do we have? We have light hammer. Each use of the hammer restores 1 energy. That's not so bad. Performance. The cost of using tools is reduced by 1, no less than 1. Okay, that's pretty good. Glutton. Using consumable gives you 50% of its price. Let's do this. I believe the fishing rod is considered a tool. So this will be real nice for us. So let's go ahead and collect our fish. And I think the first thing we want to do is let's take a look at the price. So the baked halibut is selling pretty well. So let's go ahead and sell that and make a nice $700 little bonus there. I mean, ideally, we make some money relatively quickly here, and then we get this upgrade, right? I'd love to have a little more space in the old inventory. So let's see what else sells right now. Don't necessarily want to sell gold bars. Raw iron can sell, and we have plenty of it on the field. Raw copper also sells. So that's a good little boost for us right there. Let's get the polished stone as well. And let's throw 4 more in there. We have exactly 4 remaining, so just works out. Just makes sense. Let's do it. And what do we have? So we can look at a fish trap. Could also look at the rat cage, which we can get rat products from, right? I kind of like that. But we're a fisherman, folks. We're not some shaman type, right? We're a fisherman. So why don't we go ahead and secure some wood for some fish traps? It just makes sense. We are playing our role here, and we're trying to do it well. So let's make some fish traps. We have 3 polished stone. Let's go ahead and make a fish trap. And let's hammer this into place here. Let's also complete our furnace. And then I think what we can do I want to check here. Okay, so we have some ruby. It looks like ruby and emerald, perhaps. That's real nice. You can probably put it in the quarry, I would think, maybe. We're going to have to experiment around with that a little bit. Alright, so what is the focus for today? If we have a fish trap down, I think possibly getting some... See if we can get some worms. So we have that, and now let's dig it up. Get some sand and some worms. Two things we're probably going to want a stack of in our hand. Copper bar, let's get rid of it. Can always make more if we need to. Grass, I'm not entirely sure that we need that. But worms, we absolutely do. So let's go ahead and secure some more stone. We're definitely running low on stone. We need some more of it. So we're going to buy some. We're going to create some from the mines that have been created. I'm just curious. Let me take a look at this. We have some rough emerald. How does this sell? Sells pretty decent, actually. And then this goes in the quarry, I would assume. Alright, well, that's kind of something to check out at a later date. For the time being, let's go ahead and get our fish all baked up and good to go. Definitely interesting. I'm definitely interested, I should say, to see how effective this run is. Let's get some glass as well. You guessed it, folks. We're going to build another furnace. Need a lot of these furnaces for sure. Alright, so that's going to kind of be a bit of a power stack there. These baked fish just aren't selling too well yet. But we're going to get there. We're going to have a nice little harvest of them next round as well. So let's get some more glass. We can always pickle with that. I think I want to spend some energy this turn grabbing some wood. Wood is obviously important for a variety of uses. Let's grab some of the stone here too. Need that. Let's sell these here tree seeds. And we can get some preserve kegs here. We can actually get 2 of them. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just throw them right there. It's a good spot for them. We're getting some glass jars next turn. We can start pickling some fish as well. So that's good. Let's get some more wood. Could always use it. More wood equals more kegs, folks. More kegs equals more product variety to sell. Now, I think if we are going to introduce pickled fish into our economy here, getting that backpack upgrade is going to be of utmost importance. It just will. So let's keep that in mind. And let's go fishing. Like a madman. Alright, we did get some sturgeon. That's real nice. All fish we can do stuff with. Probably next turn here. So I guess we can always dig for worms. Just like you used to do when you were a kid, right? I think we're good ending our turn there. Let's go ahead. Day 3 is upon us now, folks. And we have the consumer in effect here. Probably doesn't affect us too much. But look at all these baked fish here. And of course we're going to want to... Let's see if we can make a sale here. Baked sturgeon. Selling for high end finally. So let's go ahead and sell it. Make a swift 680. I'm going to unlock our backpack here. We just need it. I'm confident we can make 3 grand. So let's go ahead and craft some jars. Yeah, jars is what we need. Let's convert all of that glass into jars. Then we can get some more preserves kegs down as well. Like I said in the last episode, I don't really see the overall volume of fish being what holds us back. So let's start pickling sturgeon as well. Let's get some bullheads. And let's start baking them too. Let's get a little more jar action going on too. Look at that. We got ourselves a sunfish. Very nice. Let's throw another worm in there. Let's grab some polished stone. Iron bar. So I did sell my iron bars. That's not great. Got a giant chunk of ruby here. Is this... This can't be diamond, is it? That is sapphire. Got it. I don't know if this creates diamond. Somebody in the comments let me know. Or maybe just let me discover it on my own. That's another angle we can take with this too. Not a problem. But obviously getting a diamond fishing rod would be quite nice, right? Let's continue to collect stone. We have some big coal nodes here that we can take down. So we're definitely going to do that as well. And I just want to see. Yeah, you sure can ya? Okay. That's what I suspected. Okay, so we need... So let me add another furnace here. We'll get a few pieces of iron. And then we'll get some iron bars that we can turn into rat cages. Definitely want to play around with some of those totems if we possibly can. We'll see. Alright, can we secure just 6 iron? Or is there literally no iron left? There is no iron left on the field. Interesting. That's alright. We'll see what the mines spit out in the next few days. Doing fine on coal. Got all of our furnaces going. What about these fish traps? Just 10 wood, 3 polished stone. So let's go ahead and get some more wood. Because you know exactly what that's going to enable us to do. We're going to add another fish trap for sure. Maximize on fish. Alright, what else do we have going on here? And all this is good. I think what we can do is we can certainly get some more wood. Get a few more kegs down. Just for another avenue to process our fish. Because if I'm looking at the prices here, right? So let's just consider this for a moment. So let's take our highest quality product, the sturgeon. Baked sturgeon, 65 through 140, right? I mean, you can even look at the low end here. Baked sardine, 15 through 30. 25 through 70 is the pickled. 100 through 200 is the pickled sturgeon. So obviously pickling is a bit more lucrative, especially given the volume of fish we're going to have. So I'm going to be building a lot of these kegs for sure. We can add 2 more with our wood. And we just so happen to have 6 jars left as well. So let's find a home. Alright, there we go. Why don't we go ahead and fish out the rest of this day? I think that makes the most sense. Definitely need some fish to work with next turn. And when the time runs out on us, can always just dig for some worms. Hopefully the terrain regenerates itself. I guess we'll find out. Sell the grass. Don't need it. I'll put the baked fish at the very bottom. Here, we'll go with the pickled fish in this row here. Alright, how is the pricing looking for the fish here? 41 for the halibut, 55 for the red mullet. Baked carp is selling high end. Let's go ahead and sell that. Let's also get rid of the halibut too. Alright, starting to make some of that cash money back. That's what you like to see. And I think that about does it for this day. Tomorrow we have dirty furnace. Can't put anything in the furnace. Good thing we have the preserves kegs here. So we'll make use of them. Tomorrow. So let's end the turn there. Day 4 is upon us now, folks. And let's see what we have here. So we did catch a sturgeon in the fish pot. That's tremendous. We have all kinds of baked goods here. The goods are the fish, of course. We have some glass. We have some iron. How about these sapphire? What do they sell for? They sell for a decent amount. That's good to know. Maybe we can make that our, side hustle, if you will. And now we have a bunch of pickled fish as well. This will give us a lot of variety of sell product, right? Definitely what we want. First, let's get some more polished stone. Emeralds and rubies. Emeralds and rubies. We have some stone right here. We'll want to take advantage of this. Alright. So, nothing can go in the furnace today. But before we do that, let's take a look at pricing. Pickled sturgeon selling for 181. Let's go ahead and sell it. Red mullet 124. Let's go ahead and sell it. Pickled bullhead, not selling great. Pickled carp, which I'm sure is just absolutely delicious. Not looking great. Halibut, same thing there too. Baked sardine selling good. Baked bullhead is not. Alright. Pop in some worms in our little fish traps here. We could get some stone, although we don't necessarily need it. I could get some more wood and build another quarry, which might be a decent option. Given a little side hustle here. Why don't I do that? Alright, we have 38. So let's go ahead and throw down another quarry. Let's get this built. And let's side hustle in some ruby. Why not? Let's have a little stack of ruby. We can sell these for a decent amount. Alright, tremendous. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's fish. Save a little bit of energy maybe, but let's fish. We obviously want to target the sturgeon and the red mullets. Turn all of our jars into, or all of our glass into jars, excuse me. And let's get our red mullets and our sturgeons pickled. Alright, that is going to work. Jar, rough ruby. Getting some more polished stone there. Still have some energy left. What are we lacking? Doing great on coal. Sand is a little low, so we could certainly use more of that. Like I was saying, I hope the ground like kind of regenerates itself eventually. It is quite unsightly. Sell some grass. And let's just seek some more sand and worms. Certainly all good things. Here's a stone. Let's take this out. All right. So let's fish the rest of the day away. And I think we're looking good there. We'll have enough to pay the rent. Still got plenty of days to go here. And we're looking good. Another sturgeon in the fish trap. You love to see that. Rubies selling good. Obviously, what I've noticed about the rubies, or the precious gems, more like, is the deviation between their low end and high end sell price is very minimal. Meaning you're going to get a decent price for them, no matter when you sell them, which is good for us. We have the careful miner in effect here. This guy wants rat products. Speaking of rat products, how about the rats in general? We have 5 iron, so we can build 2 of these. We don't have any cheese to put in there, unfortunately. That's alright. What are you gonna do? So let's take a little bit of time getting some more wood here. Want to get some more fish traps. Wait, fish traps don't take wood, right? Yeah, they do. They take polished stone, though. So we're going to need some more polished stone. Which we're getting. So in the meantime, I think we can go ahead and add another keg here. We can get some products in our furnaces here. Whoops. think I have to like select something I can build. Then go cancel. That's strange. I'm not sure how to delete this. The axe. That's what you do. Take the axe to it. Got it. Alright. Learn something new. Alright, let's get some sand here in our furnaces. Let's make some glass. Let's get our high value fish pickling. Check prices here. Not very good. So we'll hold on to that. Pickled red mullet selling for decent. Pickled sturgeon for 190. Just can't say no to that. Pickled carp for 110. Pickled bullhead for 100. That's a swift $1,400 there, folks, and you love to see it. Alright, let's hunt for some more stone. Could always use some more of that. We actually have a lot on the field here. And let's get some rubies as well. Why not? Alright, so we have our rat traps here. That will enable us to build the alchemy pot, which will start giving us those alchemical items, right? Which hopefully we can get a few bugs and then get one of these fish totems. That'd be real nice. Of course, we're going to need some planks for that, which is A-okay. Let's get a bit more wood. Alright, 53 wood is a fine sum. Alright, let's fish it. Let's fish the rest of the day away, folks. This is why I wanted to try the fisher run, right? There's just something quite enjoyable about casting that many lines at the same time. I think at this rate I can make I can make the selling of grass my side hustle, right? $55, folks. No small sum right there. I'm obviously just joking. Alright, looking good there. Just need more glass. And we're going to get a ton of it next turn. So let's go ahead and end our turn there. I guess we can, before we do that, let's check out the shop. A whole bunch of nothing. I mean, we could unlock coal. We could unlock some resources. We could unlock the flowers, right? And the flowers, of course, will give us access to the pink potion, potentially. I think what I want to get first is the spider web. But this is very powerful. Definite things to consider here. Just want to get an understanding of what can pickled and baked fish kind of do for us as far as an economy goes, right? Alright, looks like nothing in the rat traps. I must have forgot to put some worms in here. No, never mind. We had 2 sardines in there. Alright, we have a ton of glass now. So why don't we do this? Let's see if we can't catch a few sturgeon. Let's use like half of our energy bar, so. Alright, that's about good. We have 5 sturgeon now. That's a good sum of sturgeon. Sturgeon, that is. So let's get some jars crafted here. And let's go ahead and get these sturgeon pickling. This is going to give us just a better quality product to sell that sells better. Medium rare, so this is a rare. And the carp is rare. That's interesting. When I was growing up, the carp was a super common type of fish that you could find virtually everywhere. And we used to catch real big ones. So we're going to get some more glass. I'm going to get some fish baking here. Why not? We have the coal. And let's continue our sand gathering efforts as well. Looks like the holes you dig kind of come back eventually. So that's nice to see. I was kind of worried about that, right? Basically tilling up your entire island, looking for sand, and just getting nothing. Alright, so it looks like we have some creeping of stones here on our production area. Not necessarily a bad thing. Definitely use the stones. And some coal too. Why not? Alright, everything looks like it's about good to go here, folks. Let's check some pricing quick. Halibut, selling for nothing. Pickled red mullet, 125, and we have 7 units. It's a nice sum there. Pickled sturgeon, just not quite there yet. Baked red mullet, selling good, so let's sell it. Baked carp, we could probably wait on that. Baked bullhead, let's sell that. Baked sardine leaves a little to be desired, for sure. We can also hold on to our ruby. I'll change this one to gold for now. Maybe we'll be able to get some iron. And I think that's going to wrap up this turn here. So on to the day that we have to pay the bills here, folks. Let's go. Alright, 3 grand does come out of the bank. We see the imposing sum of 15,000 now as the new goal. So let's harvest some fish. Let's harvest some baked fish and pickled fish as well. Got a lot of products to gather here, which is good. Okay, so here's some iron. Definitely want to just grab this right away. So get me more rat traps. So let's just get that in the furnace right away. And let's check some pricing here. What are we looking at? We have pickled halibut, nothing. Pickled sturgeon, don't need to. Pickled carp, don't need to. Red mullet as well, don't need to. Baked sardine is low end. Baked carp is high end. So let's go ahead and sell the baked carp. Make another Swift 860, which is great. Let's get some worms in our fish trap here. Three polished stones. How many polished stones do we have? We have 8. Okay, why don't we go ahead and get a few more of these fish traps, huh? Alright. Got some good worms involved here. All kinds of rare minerals, but we're doing pretty good on those, actually. And it doesn't appear that diamonds come. I mean, I just haven't seen them. So let's just change that back to stone. Let's get some additional stone here too, and let's figure out what we want to do with our quarry. I think I'll go double stone this time around. How's the ruby selling? Still low end. Jar's doing good. We got some glass. So with this, why don't we go ahead and fish it out. So we have some product to pickle this next turn. Alright, got a bunch of fish there. 1 sturgeon, 8 red mullet. It's a good sum of red mullet for sure. And then the carp is also considered a rare fish, so not a bad fish to pickle as well. What to do with our sardines, folks? Well, let's just bake them all. Alright, looking good there. Quarries are good. Let's go ahead and let's just keep fishing. Alright, we have more sturgeon. Always a fish you like to see. Tremendous. Let's dig for some worms. Best to do it right after it rains, of course. Could also use some more sand if we can get our hands on it. Always good. Haven't seen a rat yet. Alright, all these are good to go. So let's go ahead and end our turn there, folks. We'll be able to peek into the new week and land this plane. So let's go. Next day. Alright. So we obviously have a pretty bountiful harvest here. This will be worth some good money if we can get some good pricing. Got a bunch more iron here now. Can probably kind of move off that after I get this harvested or mined out, I should say. We do have lazy bee in effect. Bee houses only give honey on even days. It doesn't affect us. We're not using bees. Upgrade day, obviously. We have smith. Furnaces give ×2 items. That's tremendous. Sounds like a great day to just bake a bunch of fish, for sure. Tough touch. Destroying resources takes 15 gold. Happy bee. Doesn't affect us. Inflation. Every item bought in the shop takes 50. And then another 15k coming out of the coffers. So let's take a quick peek at a few other things here before we land this plane. Pink potion. Yeah, we're just not quite there yet. In fact, we haven't even seen a rat. So maybe we can get some more rat cages, right? Which we'll have the iron bars for now. But maybe we can get some more rat cages and get some more rat cages on the field here to increase our chances. It's what, 15% chance that you get a rat item, so it's not a great chance. But obviously, the more rat cages, the better for us in that endeavor, that is. Black market. Diligent, plus 25 max energy for 10k. Black market prices minus 15% for 10k. I mean, something to maybe consider. You definitely want to do that early. And we'd be looking at like flowers if we truly do want to go with the yellow potion route. Or sorry, the pink potion route. I'm getting my wires crossed here. Yeah, the pink potion. So a few things percolating here, folks. But that does wrap up week 2. Feel like we have a pretty nice and steady income flow with just what we're currently doing. Pickling and baking fish. We're trying to work in a few side hustles here and there. And it seems to be working for us. And time will tell if this build is strong enough to get us to the end of week 6. But we'll see. So I'm going to land the plane here, folks. It is the end of the week and the dawn of a new, which will be episode number 3. So stay tuned for that if you're enjoying the playthrough series on the channel. I'll have week 3 coming up real quickly for you. And beyond that, this is obviously one game we feature on the channel. We do feature a few other games here on the channel. So if you like the content, if you like the commentary, feel free to take a look at a few other games. I just kind of started playing this one. We have one run done, and the fine community that I serve here wanted to see another. So here we are. But if this is your kind of thing, we play other games like Tarot Cards, and we actually live stream as well. So I just kind of got into live streaming. I typically do that on Wednesday evenings. So if you're interested, feel free to pop into a live stream. Maybe we'll be featuring this game, although I do open it up to a poll for the community to vote on which game they want to see, and then that's the game we go with. I have an active poll right now, so feel free to jump in there and vote for your game. And this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m., that would be, let's see, February, was that 23rd? Let me just take a quick peek at a calendar here, folks. That would be February 21st. So depending on when I get this video posted and available to everybody, just keep in mind, live stream here February 21st. It's Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Pop over to the channel and, like I said, vote in the poll for the game that you want to see featured. The highest vote-getting game will obviously be the game that we play. So with that said, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you so much for your viewership. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time and engagement with the channel. I also appreciate it. And stay tuned for episode 3, the playthrough series of this fine game. And do know that I thank you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, folks.